Hi, I'm Katie, and today I'll show you an overview of Nava Certus. Companies use Nava Certus to perform data migrations to cloud storage. Specifically, we'll cover the ability of Nava Certus to perform Google Drive migrations.
Nava Certus was designed for a variety of situations, whether you're migrating just a few users or your entire organization. Nava Certus NC supports two main forms of migration: centralized, also known as one-to-one, and distributed, or one-to-many. With centralized migration, you are moving files from a centralized file server to a single user's Google Drive. From there, the files will be shared to others based on permissions at the source. This approach allows you to control all documents from one account. With a distributed migration, NC determines the owner of each file and migrates the file to the owner's Google Drive. In this scenario, it is possible for files to be distributed relatively evenly between their owners, so that you can stay within the default storage quota of Google Drive. Thus, Nava Certus not only migrates the files, but also preserves and migrates permissions. Please note that you will be able to try Nava Certus by following the link at the end of this video. Now, let's look at the product. Let's start with the graphical user interface. Once NC is installed, open the client GUI by pointing to Start, Programs, Nava Certus, then Nava Certus UI. The graphical user interface allows the user to configure and control the migration. Each migration is called a job. In the client GUI, jobs are displayed in a grid on the right side of the NC window. You can manipulate migration jobs either by using the menu options, right-clicking on the job itself, or using the dockable NC console window for advanced scripting. After you create a job, it is possible to start, stop, delete, or edit it. You can get information about the migration jobs at any time by using two types of reports. Task Summary Report, which shows the summary of the migration progress. Detailed Error Report, which shows failed items, if any, along with its location, with failure reason and number of times NC has retried to migrate it. To create a migration job, click Create. The job configuration window will open. You need to configure the general settings of the job. In the General tab, you can specify the following settings: job name, any name to distinguish your migration job; thread count. Thread count controls the number of items concurrently migrated per job. Retry count. This is the number of times you want the application to retry migrating if an item failure is encountered. Start automatically. If you set it to true, the job will start as soon as NC Windows service is started. Reprocess failures. If set to true, items which failed the migration previously will be reprocessed. Log file. Specify a location and a name for the job's log file. Email configuration. If you complete this section, you will receive email notifications in case there are errors or warnings during migration. Target migration rate. This is a part of the email notification feature. If you provide a migration rate, you will receive email notifications anytime migration rate is below the rate you specified. Now let's move on to specifying the source from which NC will be migrating your files from. In the Source tab, you specify Source Type, select File System, Source Root Folder. Select the folder where the files to be migrated are located. Next, you should configure the destination Google account to which you plan to migrate. In the Destination tab, specify Destination Type. Choose either Google Drive or Google Drive Distributed. Please refer to the NC Admin Guide for more information about different types of destination. Mapping file. Provide a mapping CSV file. The CSV file is used to map the destination Google Drive accounts to the existing domain user's destination folder. If you write a name here, a folder with a specified name will be created in Google Drive, and the source folder structure will be replicated there. After finishing configuration, click OK to save. start the job, and in the window that pops up, click Allow Access in order to authenticate and authorize. Nava Certus has a powerful command line interface, allowing you to manipulate the jobs if you feel more comfortable with scripting. Currently, you can perform the following activities the command line: start or stop a job, get information about a specific job, download XML file of a particular task, upload modified XML file of a particular task, list all or currently running jobs. Please refer to the NC Admin Guide in order to get more information about this section. Creating and configuring migration jobs in NC is this simple. In order to get a sense of what the result of migration really looks like, let's consider a migration we already performed. The product performs mapping of all users who have access to the source file. All possible permissions are copied from the source item to the destination item. Now, if we open the already migrated file from the sub-11 user's Google Drive, we see that permissions the user has on VI text file on his local computer are migrated along with the source file. This was a quick introduction of Nava Certus. If you have a small to medium-sized migration, then you can purchase NC instantly and run it yourself if you wish. Simply go to linkguard.com. For larger migrations, we recommend that you engage a professional Nava Certus partner. To find an NC partner that is right for your organization or to become one, visit www.navasolutions.com.
Thanks for viewing, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more informative content on Google Drive migration.